My name is Brittany Hughes, and I'm doing my presentation on physical education and technology. What is physical education? Physical education is the teaching and leading of physical activity in schools and games that are played. The goal is to focus students on increasing and maintaining their health and help them understand the importance of living a healthy lifestyle. It not only helps with fitness, but it also helps with our social, physical, and mental aspects of a person's development. We all hear people say, why do we need to play at PE? And kids now don't understand how health related that physical education can be, and it's very self-responsible, and it's really enjoyable if they have something that they enjoy doing while doing physical activity. Lots of kids now, they're so into technology, and that's why I like to compare the physical activity to the technology nowadays, because there's so many things that can be done through technology and education both be put together to help all kids during physical activity. It's a very important component to help lead up to a healthy lifestyle. It there's regular fitness activities that'll help students maintain their fitness, not just improve it all the time, though it will help improve. And it improves lots of systems in our body, like mostly our cardiovascular, our heart. Exercise helps our heart. What is technology? Technology is a scientific knowledge and creation for practical purposes. It is important to know that technology and science are different subjects which work hand in hand to accomplish specific tasks or solve problems. When people think of technology, most think of physical activities as in computers, video games, cell phones, iPads, TVs, anything electronic. A lot of people ask themselves why, or ask others why it's so important to use technology in the classroom. Well, if you really sit down and think about it, and I have really thought about it in all my research about how technology helps students interact in the classrooms, because students nowadays are so into technology when they're out of school, not in the classroom, that they're when you put technology in front of them in a classroom, that they're so much so much more engaged in it, what you're trying to get them to learn or them to do in a classroom, than they are just social media and what they're doing outside of a classroom on their technology. And teachers also have to learn and have to know how to be able to use this technology in an educational way. Putting two and two together. By embracing technology, physical education instructors create a more varied and dynamic classroom. When putting technology and physical education together, the technology end always has ways of improving their physical ability and their social skills. The importance of physical education. These are a few ways that I thought of off the top of my head how physical education reflects our everyday lifestyle. The first one is maintaining or keeping a healthy life. Physical education is something that most people do every day, almost all day, and it also helps keep a very healthy lifestyle. The second one is developing strength. Anything you do throughout the day is always helping your muscles. Even just walking helps your muscles. So that is a huge part in physical education. The third one is improving our cardiovascular system. Believe it or not, anything we do, any kind of exercise helps our heart. The fourth one is builds one's confidence. of course, we all want to look good, and it even makes us feel good. The fifth one is relieve stress, which is one of my biggest stress relievers, is definitely exercise. So I think those are some of the most important ways of getting physical education. Using technology in physical education. Technology is a great way to keep students engaged in physical education. Teachers can use technology to enforce dynamic class for different ranges of fitness levels. Students are incredibly open-minded, and using technology helps deliver impactful lessons. Here are some examples of education and technology all put together. Smartwatches, or what I see as an Apple Watch or Fitbit, anything like that. I use an Apple Watch and I find it very, very helpful for physical education. I like to go outdoors and run. You can do indoor run. You can choose your goals for your activities, or how much weight you want to lose, or what your physical activity goal is for each day, and you can set that, and it has a rating, and it tells you how much percentage and how much you've done in one day to reach your goal. I find those very important, and a Fitbit is very similar. It helps keep track of how far you've ran or walked and things like that. The other is a heart monitor, which I have worn very, very many times. I have heart problems, but it keeps track of your pulse, which also does a Apple Watch, and this keeps track of your heart rate and how much it shoots up and down and things like that. Another is phone applications, anything with a phone or iPad, even ebooks and things like that. There's so many applications nowadays on the App Store that you can download for things of that nature. You can download apps that work similar to the Apple Watches, that tell you how far you've ran, or how much exercise you've gotten in that one day, that are very helpful. And lots of people actually use those. I didn't realize until I've done my research how many people actually use just the apps on their phone, or download just the apps on their phone for those reasons. The other, which is very surprising and it never crossed my mind until I actually did research on it, is video games. I never realized how much physical education that you can actually get out of video games. I do have a Wii at my house. Never crossed my mind of how much physical education that you get out of this. These are technology things that you're getting lots of physical education for. Especially the Wii, and there's lots, like I know when I was younger, I had a dance game on the Xbox that had lots of physical education. You move to it, and you do the moves on the dance mat, and the same with a Wii. It's more arm motion, but it you can work the whole body, especially on dancing games and things like that. But there's so many other games out there that you can put on these video games that use physical education. These are just a few. There's lots more other things out there, technology wise, that you can get physical education out of. These are just some of the more important ones, and that I think are most commonly used in today's world. Goals of technology within the classroom. Successful technology integration is achieved when the use of technology is routine and transparent. The technology will allow administrators to gather and share current and timely information for decision making at the school and classroom levels. I've found lots of ways when I was doing my research about how teachers now use technology in the classroom, especially in like high school. There's a lot of like Google Drive, Google Docs, like lots of things in Google that are being used to share throughout the classroom. They don't have to share it to each person at a time. It can be shared over the entire classroom, and I find that very helpful. These are my references that I used throughout my presentation to find all of my information. That is the end of my presentation. I hope y'all enjoyed and got lots of information out of it.